What up, YouTube family? It's Indicted to Invited. Today's video, man, I gotta tell y'all about these prison phones, bruh. And I gotta break this down for y'all. I talked about this a little bit in the previous video a long time ago. Before we get started, go and hit that like button, Cash App upper left hand corner. The phone system in federal prison, bro, is like the root of all evil. Let me explain why. Everybody who's been in the federal system heard of the terminology, getting your head blown off, right? Speaking of getting your head blown off, I'm gonna tell you what I witnessed one time and what it caused and what it had to do with the phones. So we call getting your head blown off is when you go to the phone and you hang up mad because of something on the outside world didn't have affected your time, right? So a lot of guys go in, like when you first come in the system, a lot of guys got some things going. They still got a little money. They might have a business. You know what I mean? And they might got somebody holding some money for them. They're trying to move things around and stuff like that. They got a girlfriend or a wife that they dealing with that she know your schedule now. Like in the PM, most time you lock down at 8 o'clock. So she know you not calling after 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? And she done went on with her life. And she doing stuff, she dating, you got friends and family, been seeing her out kicking it, and all of that. And this is affecting how you doing your time. I remember, man, when I first got locked up, an old dude from DC, y'all heard me say this, told me that my time was gonna be hard. Cause he said I was spending too much time thinking about what was going on the streets. And I turned to him like, what else was I supposed to be thinking about? A bunch of jail shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the fact that I kept my, I had magazines, I used to get Ocean Drives and Riot Reports and read. I did a lot of reading and stuff like that. And I think that kept me from, that kept my mental health intact. See, a lot of times dudes will go get on their phone and hang up from that phone, and later on that day, they done got in a fight on the rec yard or down in the rec center. They walking around with attitude and all of that, and they got a short fuse. The phones are really the root of all evil. You know what I mean? I remember, I used to push the ticket, the betting slips in my unit. And it was a great job because the owner of the ticket was in my unit. What up, Dave? So it was easy for me to just go around the unit. I could take late bets because I could turn them in to Dave right there inside the unit. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good job for me. And man, check this out. Speaking of seeing shit, I seen people die. I seen so many people get killed. I seen some of the weirdest shit. I've been in institutions where the prison, people didn't know it, but the prison, some of the betting tickets that was inside of some of the prisons, it was an institutional ticket. Like the warden was the owner of the ticket. And what it is, he had called somebody to the office or whatever and ask them if they want a job, and they put the ticket out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. The whole world is betting right now. And in my next video, I'm going to talk about all this gambling stuff, people getting caught gambling in sports and all of that. So, anyway, I'm walking around, and I used to slide, all the people that used to play in the unit, I would slide a little ticket in their door, where it's sticking in there in the door so they can just grab it if they're not in there. So I go to this dude's cell from Florida. People know who I'm talking about. He had a brother played in the NFL. And I go to his cell. He's in the door. Like in the window, right? He a short guy. He in the window. And he facing looking out, right? So I'm tall. So when I go to put the ticket in his door, I can look right over his head, over the window, right? Crazy ass dude from DC back there sitting on the bed with a gun homosexual from DC giving him some head, bro. And I was like, I'll never forget this shit, man. This shit is like in my fucking head, like some of the murders, bro. And he was really acting like this dude was like a fucking female. He was grabbing the dude ass and shit, like while he blowing him off. You know, I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like, oh my God. So the dude from Florida, he told the dude from DC, like, man, Bone saw you, man. So dude from DC, like, Bone, you saw me? You saw me, boy? Like, I'm like, yeah, I saw you, man. The dudes from Florida in the unit, right, was mad at the young boy from Florida for messing with the boys and all of that, because whatever the little town they was from in Florida, a lot of people knew him. They was athletes and stuff like that. Bro, they called home on him, right? They called home on him, and he had a girl and everything that was coming to see him and stuff from down there in Florida and stuff like that. And there was a little thing in the unit with one particular dude that he thought that he knew to call home on him. And I seen the confrontation. And the dude that called home on him, like the little young boy, he couldn't do nothing with him. Not in the one-on-one. So it was basically he was yapping and he didn't want to see him. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something, bro. The dude could not really do his time, like, really in a way. He had to just basically say, I'm gay. You know what I mean? Like, for you to have a sissy to come in your room, or you be messing with punks in the jail, right? And don't nobody on the street know you do that. That is like, that's mental illness. Because you saying, like, you ain't coming out to your people at home, but you come out in the jail. And you have the audacity to be mad at somebody for saying, you know, calling home and telling somebody what you're doing in there. That's an illness. You're not hiding it in the jail. Anyway, family members die. You call home, you heard about this, man. Your mama, your daddy, your brother got killed. I'm talking about, I done heard it all, bro. The phone is the root of all evil and the cause of most of the violence inside the federal penitentiary, bro. You know what I mean? I remember a dude called home and found out his wife, the number had changed, and he got to calling around like, hey, you seen my wife? Like, man, ain't nobody seen her, bro. Man, so his family went over there by the house. Man, the house empty, cleaned out, all of that stuff. I mean, I'm talking about he built, you know, he had a nice house with furniture in there and all of that, and she had all the money. I'm talking about she gone, bro. She gone, bro. And man, when I tell you, bro, that's like, talk about getting your head blown off, bro. I done heard some of the worst stories. I'm talking about dudes' wives dating their brother. They call home and find out that. A lot of people in the Fed get indicted on other charges after they go to prison. Like some other stuff might come up and they was involved in it, they wasn't on that indictment, and they got to go back to court and get more time. Like shit like that, bruh. The phone is the root of all evil, man. The phone is the root of all evil in the Feds, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It is the root of all evil. The root of all evil. Man, I remember, man, dude was trying to, working on his case, right? And he was called on home. He needed a transcript from the court. He couldn't get nobody to go do it. He had left all kind of stuff out there. And a lot of guys do stuff for people. Like, I was a guilty drug dealer. You know what I mean? I had religious beliefs, and I'm just in the streets, and, you know, I know I wasn't in favor with God when I was in them streets. So I try to make up for it by giving. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man, if anybody on the streets listening to me and you doing this, bruh, stop it. Because when you get arrested, man, ain't nobody gonna remember shit that you done for them. They're not gonna remember nothing, bruh. I wish, man, I'm telling you, I'm sitting here right now, And there's a lot of pennies and coins I wish I can just have back from giving it to people that didn't deserve it, bro. That didn't deserve it. Anyway, the phone, you know, you ain't got nothing but 300 minutes a month, right? So 30 days, that's 10 minutes a day. And it's another thing that's frustrating, bro. And a lot of times, man, there's a lot of incident reports, the guys get up, it's about the phone. Some people don't call at all. They don't have no family. They'll sell their phone. You know what I mean? That's a big thing in there. Dudes buy phones. You know what I mean? So you figure you got your 300 minutes, you need to buy another 300 minutes. You can kind of live off of that. But I know dudes who've been there buying 4 and 5 phones. They buy 4 and 5 phones, bro. And a lot of times, man, you know, you have to know how to maneuver on them without getting caught. They be listening to the conversations. They know certain dudes' voices. So you got to be careful who phone that you buy. You know what I mean? But a lot of dudes who ain't got no support, they'll sell their phone for $80 a month, $100 a month. Here, you can have all the 300 minutes. You know, blah, they blah. Here go the pen or whatever to get on, you know, whatever. It's just like, and that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of dudes in there that they need more than the 300 minutes is nothing. Like I said, that ain't number 10 minutes a day. Yeah, each call is 15 minutes. Then when you hang up, you got to wait 30 minutes before you get back on. The phone frustrates more inmates. It's the biggest problem in the federal system, bro. It's the phone system. You know what I'm saying? It's the phone system. They don't have, you know, some units got they got 4 or 6, 4 over here, no, 3 over here, 3 over there. It's 125 dudes in a unit. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait a lot of times. It'd be a line. Hey, I'm after you. Blah, blah, blah. Then, you know, you be waiting. Hey, I was after him. No, I asked him. I was after him. Like, it's all kind of fights because of the phone and the line, the rotation of who in the line. I'm talking about the phone is the root of all evil in the feds, bro. It is the root of all evil, bro. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Most of the incident reports, people getting caught up on the phone and all of that, is all, most of the incidents where people get in trouble for is about the phone. They so petty about it. They don't want people buying other people's phone. And like, who cares? Who cares? Anyway, man, I was out of minutes one time when I had my celly. What up, Omar? Omar called. I talked to Omar the other day too. Omar called my aunt, right, for me. And my aunt told me, told Omar, tell him his brother dead. I told y'all this story. My brother had died. The funeral was tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Nobody called up to the jail, told me nothing, and nothing like that. My brother's funeral, I got fucking literally like 8 hours to, like, I'm gonna be sleeping in a lockdown about 8 o'clock, and when I wake up, my brother is having his funeral. Like, bruh, when I tell you about getting your head blown off about the phones, bruh, you see what I'm saying? I had to hear about my brother's death through my celly. Nobody, you can call up to the jail, and if somebody died, you can call. Nobody called me or nothing. This is another effect of the phone, bro. Like, people just don't, man, you out of sight, you out of mind, bro. Somebody died, man, motherfucker won't even call up there and tell you. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. The whole thing is crazy. Man, I'm so glad I'm out of here, man. Thank God, man. Thank you, Mr. Obama. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, man, God, man, please, don't anybody doing anything, bro. And I'm telling you, man, this is from the bottom of my heart, bro. Man, you need to stop, bro. Do not go in there, bro. Do not go in there, bro. You might not come out. If you come out, you might not even come. You're not coming out the same. You got a long stretch to do. It's gonna affect your mental health, bro. It is, bro. This indicted to invited, man. Hey, cash up upper left hand corner, man. Any donations is appreciated. No amount is too small. Y'all take it easy.